104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. We've got the host of ESPN Cincinnati's 1530, Lance Mcalister, with us. Lance, let's start with the Bengals. I know the AFC North is a really tough division, but what happened to the Bengals? Why are they a sub-500 team?
You know, it's the $64,000 question, and it's the question, sadly, we've been asking every week. I mean, this is now, we're 9 games into this season. The Bengals sit at 3-5-1. And if it were one thing, I think it'd be a lot easier to fix. It's been everything, or bits and pieces of everything throughout the season. The reality is this team, going back to last season, is 7-10-1 in its last 18 games. This is a team that's made the playoffs 5 straight years. But if you go back and include that playoff loss to Pittsburgh, the devastating one, 7-10-1, and they have not won back-to-back games in their last 13 games. Wow. They're a mess right now. Fortunately, they're playing in a division that's still up for grabs, but they've given no indication they can put it all together.
Right up here in upstate New York, we have the Buffalo Bills fans, the Bills Mafia, they call themselves, and it's a frustrated fan base. They feel like they're the ones that just can't get over the hump and get to the playoffs, but Bengal fans kind of feel the same way. They just can't get those wins in the postseason. Is this a frustrated fan base, maybe one of the most frustrated in the NFL right now?
No question. I mean, this city has not seen a Bengals playoff win since the 1991 playoffs, the 90 season, the 91 playoffs. Think about that for a second. And add to the misery, they've lost 5 consecutive playoff games. They've lost all 7 under Marvin Lewis. So they're 0-7 under Marvin last year, and you can excuse away a lot of the Marvin Lewis loss. Not excuse away, but you can present reasons for. Last season, everything had set up perfectly. They started 8-0. They finished the season 12-4, but Andy Dalton breaks his thumb. It lined up perfectly, and they were 90 seconds away last year, even without Andy Dalton, with A.J. McCarron quarterbacking against the Steelers, 90 seconds away from breaking that curse. And then Jeremy Hill fumbles, then Adam Jones loses his mind, Vontaze Burfict loses his mind, and now, forget about 6 consecutive playoffs, they're wondering here if they're going to win another football game, because there are signs of the foundation of all this starting to kind of crack right now.
Lance Mcalister from ESPN on Cincinnati. Now, I got to ask this question because we've heard rumblings from time to time. Marvin Lewis in trouble in any way?
You know what? In any other city, he would be, but he is currently under contract for 1 more season. They gave him an extension prior to this season. Why? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know how you don't make a coach chase a playoff win and catch it before you reward him. But Mike Brown's different than any other owner in this city. He's very loyal. He's very patient, and there is no way that Mike Brown is going to pay Marvin Lewis for next season to not coach. So as frustrating it is for everybody, and it's the talking point everybody wants to talk about, and it's frustrating for me because I have to continue to explain. We still have 7 games left in this season. There's still a chance to make the playoffs. There's no reason to debate firing Marvin Lewis because he's not going to be fired.
Man, so Lance, we're watching the Bengals Giants game, and I hear Gruden say, he would take either AJ Green or Odell Beckham Jr. As a guy who's watched Green as close as you have, which one would you prefer long term?
There is no question I would take A.J. Green. A.J. Green is the quiet, humble superstar, and nothing against the talents of Odell Beckham Jr., but to watch A.J. Green on a daily basis do his thing, he sets a tone for this team in his work ethic. He's the leader from that standpoint. He doesn't take plays off in a game. He doesn't take plays off in a practice. There is such a level of excellence out of him, and his mantra is, you can say what you want to him on the field. It doesn't matter because it goes in one ear and out the other. Nothing phases him. It bothers defensive backs on other teams. They can't get inside his head, and A.J. is content to run his route precisely, catch it, hand the football to the referee after a touchdown, or go back to the huddle after a catch. And he is, of all the players that I've spoken to Bengals-wise over my years, the humbleness of A.J. Green is so refreshing because he appreciates what he has, he respects the opportunity, and he's just a joy to watch.
We know A.J. Green can definitely have a huge impact on the upcoming matchup on Sunday, but for the Buffalo Bills and their fan base, what could be the biggest strength the Bills could take advantage of against the Bengals?
Well, the offensive line for the Bengals is a mess, and I know that matches up very poorly from a Bengals standpoint with a Bills team that leads the NFL with 30 sacks. This offensive line has been, for lack of a better word, it's been Swiss cheese. It's been swinging gates. that have just opened up for Andy Dalton to take a beating. A.J. Green even, and this is not A.J., like I said earlier in the week, kind of raised his voice and said, look, this is a wide receiver saying it. He said, this can't keep happening. We can't keep getting our quarterback hit. Andy's already been sacked more this season than he was all of last season. He was one of the most protected quarterbacks in the league, and he has been beaten. He's been battered. He keeps getting back up again. But I think there's a serious concern that the clock in his head is being reset in that, quarterbacks work that way. It's quick. It's boom, 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 get it out of your hand. And now you wonder if Andy's not starting to see and feel ghost around him because he's taking such a beating. And, they've got a rookie at right tackle. They've got a second-year player who was a first-round pick last year, Cedric Ogbuehi, who has been so poor this year and so shell-shocked, they have put him into a rotation with a veteran in Eric Winston, and it'll go two series for Cedric, then a series or two for Eric, then 2 series for Cedric. It sounds Mickey Mouse, but they're trying to get Cedric to kind of feel the game and then watch the game from the sidelines, then go back in and feel the game and then watch it from the sidelines. And it's just been a real mess on their offensive line.
Lance Mcalister from ESPN Cincinnati 1530. Lance, you're a Football Friday guest.
Football Friday, so that means you got to give us a prediction. What happens? Bills, Bengals, and we're looking for a final score too.
You know what? I have said consistently, I thought I've had a pretty good feel for this team, and I thought they would win Monday night. I thought coming off of a bye, a chance to re-energize themselves and a chance to get healthy, and with everything still in play for winning the division, I thought they'd win Monday night. I've shifted my position finally. It took me 9 games, and I'm Mr. Optimistic, but 9 games in, I can't pick this team to win until they do actually win another football game. I'm going to go with the Bills. I think the Bengals will score in the maybe low 20s, but I don't know that their defense is going to be able to do enough to keep it in the ballpark for them. I'll go, Buffalo something like 27-21, somewhere along those lines.
Lance, before we let you go, we have an opportunity to talk to Ickey Woods.
Oh.
Right? Is there a guy having more fun than Ickey Woods right now?
And the amazing thing is, and I hate to say this because it's got a negative connotation, and I don't mean it that way, but he is your classic one-hit wonder. I mean, he burst onto the scene. He turned this city in the NFL upside down, and then sadly the knee injury forever changed the course of his career, and he just kind of faded away. But the guy, he's an icon in this city still. He's always around. He does appearances. He's on our shows, and he's just a lovable guy who's always got a smile on his face, who was such a shooting star for the NFL. And the visual I always have, the legendary Paul Brown, the founder of this franchise, back during the Super Bowl run, Paul Brown actually did, and Paul was as straight to the vest as could be, button up to the vest. Paul actually did the Ickey Shuffle during that Super Bowl run in his 80s because Paul even smiled about the Ickey Shuffle.
Man, Lance Mcalister from ESPN in Cincinnati. Man, we appreciate you. We know you're a busy man out there, and we love when you spend some time with us.
Guys, I love the conversation. You've got the number. Keep it. Call me anytime.